Okay, guys, this is my first attempt at doing the recap. As you can see, we're on the SmackDown and Raw. We have Jason, Ben, Deebs, and Ant coming out on top. We have Malachi Boring and myself losing out in Raw section. We have Aaron Rieger Senna going to, up one, and then we have Sox Moose, Tiffany, and Nick going down one. It's going to be a lot of ums. I hope you're ready for this. So let's go down to our first match, which will be Ben. Okay. Alright, so this is Ben versus Boring. We see Ben bringing Kieran B, Glasgow, Blastoise, Chandelure, Gardevoir, and Nihilego. We have Boring with Terrakion, Gyarados, Heolisk, Houndoom, Kyurem, find this dynamic cute, and then Nidoking. No, I don't know if you can hear that, so I'm going to turn that off. Alright, so we go into Glasgow versus Terrakion. This guy right here, Gliscor, is a very big aspect of this. And the Tailwind tech, I don't mean to toot my own horn. I helped Ben out a little bit with that. It's very, very cool tech. Doubling your speed when your speed tiers are really low. Very important. This was kind of a risky trade in case he waterfalled, but whatever. Nidoking coming out, takes the Thunderbolt. Okay. What were you? Oh, okay. You were just checking. All right. Tailwind goes out. Blastoise Megas. Thunderbolt was a good bring. Very good bring on Nidoking here. That defense down, dude. Aqua Jet got him. Very good bring on Ben's part, but we have Helios coming out. Blastoise goes down. I think that's a good trade. Forcing Boring to make the first swap and being able to have an answer for it immediately is really good. So we got Terrakion coming out, and I think it's Gliscor. Yep, Gliscor comes out. Now Ben gets, like that name, love it. Ben gets his rocks up. Swaps out to Gardevoir. This is an Ice Beam, I think. Yeah. Wow, lots of damage. Really hurts. But he survives and manages to kill off Gardevoir. But now Kyurem is basically dead. He can't leave. If he swaps out, he dies because Stealth Rock will just kill him unless you rapid spin those off. Nihilego comes in, swaps out. That's a nice force. Boring. That's a good switch. I know that's all like obvious, but making sure that Nihilego doesn't get that beast boost is key. All right, Gliscor comes back in. Terrakion really can't do much. Nice crit, by the way. Can't do much against Gliscor here. He's just too tanky. Karen comes back in, dies. It was a double switch. That was... and then we just do it again. This was good on you, Boring, actually. It might not have been intentional, but you force him to take another move here, which puts him in 2-kill range. Or 2-hit range. Gyarados comes out. Tailwind. Again, great to have that speed tier because Chris's team is very fast. You got the Nidoking, you got the Gyarados, you got the Terrakion. Houndoom's pretty fast too. Yeah. Okay, U-turns out here. Kieran B takes a waterfall, doesn't really care about it. Heliolisk comes in. Heliolisk gets really hurt. That crit, I think, mattered. No, never mind. Dragonclaw just would have won it anyways. Alright. Tailwind petered out. And we have Terrakion coming back in. Now this puts Gliscor in kill range. At 37%, he can die to one of Terrakion's moves. Which is why that swap earlier mattered so much. That sucks. Like, honestly, that is terrible. I mean, that's Stone Edge, but that really sucks boring. Tailwind comes in. So now he's not in range anymore. So Boring makes the right move, swaps out, catches the Earthquake, and Gliscor gets out of there. This I was a little unsure about. If he had used Waterfall or anything, he might have killed him. But he D-dances, which sometimes you just got to make moves. And then Nihilego gets the kill on Gyarados, gets the Beast Boost. Terrakion comes out. The Stone's damage is really doing work on Terrakion. This I wasn't sure about. I know what you were trying to do. You were predicting Ben to get out of there. And thinking you can get your Houndoom in on somebody slower. But he just stays in, gets a Thunderbolt off. And now Terrakion gets walloped. Yep. And that's game. GG to the both of you. This match is pretty close. You see, like, that miss would have killed him. Chandelure never made the field. I don't know exactly what Ben was running on him, but that's always something you got to worry about. Alright, so this ends that. We'll move on to Senna. This is Senna versus Munza. I only watched a little bit of this match. I'm really a little bit unsure what's going on. We have Tornadus T, Sableye, gross. I'm fucking forgetting his name. Mienshao, Jellicent, and Bronzong. Give me that Bronzong. We have Camerupt, Gengar, Galvantula, Granbull. Wait, I can see it over here. Darmanitan, Kangaskhan, and Necrozma. Very diverse teams on both sides. Alright, Darmanitan comes out. Intimidate was good to bring. Darmanitan can't really do much without attack. Thunderwave. Okay, Paralysis is always good to spread on the opponent's team. He didn't have anything, no electric types to absorb that. And he just dies. That was a good Thunder on your part. There's always a chance that misses. That was a bold move. Gets intimidated again. That was smart reading that play. Galvantula comes out. The Trick Room was interesting. Knowing that you couldn't beat his speed tier. That's a double hit on Thunder, too. That's pretty impressive. Oh, wait. Does he have... No, never mind. Gets the Toxic out. Gets paralyzed instead, which actually might not be super good with the Trick Room up. Yeah, he gets his speed half, which makes Gyro Ball do more damage. I think right now Munza's just trying to burn the Galvantula, and he does. Trick Room's out. Gengar comes in. Bronzong dies. I don't know if sacking Bronzong. I mean, he was paralyzed. That is fair. But with the ability to Trick Room. Well, he'd always go last. Never mind. You're good. Intimidate again. Very good bring on Senna's part to bring the Intimidator. I think I already said that. Got the Rocky helmet off. And swaps. This really hurts. This right here, getting him paralyzed. And then gets play roughed. Yep, that hurts. You get the Toxic off, which is good. Get that Granbull down. Swap back into Darmanitan. Another play rough. So I think he swaps out here. Nope, just takes the Flare Blitz. Get the Requin. I mean, he was practically dead with the Toxic on top of it. Camerupt comes in. Jellicent. Okay. Kangaskhan, Coolmon, honestly. Actually, I think ends up winning this match. Gets the Toxic off on him. Yep. Cool bring on the Facade, knowing that he might bring status. Knockoff comes in. I was a little unsure about the knockoff. I don't know who you were expecting to come in there. But if Camerupt's just going to take that every time. You kill Sableye, get out of here, little asshole. Jellicent comes in and just destroys. Yep. Quad weak to water, that hurts. It was probably a sack to get somebody in safe. Lives through the Shadow Ball. Gets the knockoff off. Well, not okay. That's why you did knock off to get Gengar. Right. And I guess Necrozma takes bonus damage from it too. God, he's so bulky. So at this point, yeah, Photon Geyser comes out, and we're just gonna stall this out because Jellicent has access to recover. He's just gonna boost back up to 100. The Calm Mind, yeah, I guess you gotta go for the kill here. Yeah, this is just an exchange. They're both stalling each other out. Because at this point, Chris, I think, knows that he has the Fight EMZ Scrappy Kangaskhan. Really close match. Honestly, a very, very close match. Could have gone either way. You had Kangaskhan Toxic, so Scrappy Fightium comes out. And that's all for Jellicent. Very close match, very well played match. Jeremy sucks, I know. Sucks to lose, but this was very good. You had a really good team coming into it. You predicted a lot of his stuff. Chris, I play you this week. Don't do as well. So moving on to Smelly Aaron. Aaron plays my twin Josh Moose. Aaron brings... This was cool. This guy right here, Exceligor, this was a very cool play. You're going to see it very early on. It was a very cool play, and I think was a deciding factor in the match. You got the Rotom, Flygon, Heatran, Florges Kangaskhan with Tapu Fini, Mega Aggron, cool dude. Salamence, Celebi, Raikou, and Heatmor. Emboar. Gotta remember to do that. Alright, so Final Gambit. Just aces him. One shot. Amazing. Getting Salamence out of the way. Very good. You had to sacrifice the Celigore, but I don't think that really mattered much. Yeah. It would have been okay against Celebi. But yeah, other than that, wouldn't have done anything. So we got two meaties. Aaron gets out of there. Heatran with the balloon again. I like that set personally. Good predict on the taunt there. I don't know if you were maybe predicting Heatran to use rocks. He can run that build, or if you were expecting Rotom, but that was good. Aaron, nickname your guys. It's so boring. Swaps out to Flygon. Very good response. Florgus gets leech seeded. I need to get some music for this or something. I'm probably leaving you guys quiet. Aggron comes in. So Moose gets a good move. This is a good move here because I don't think Aggron does anything to Rotom Wash. Moose gets his Stealth Rocks up. That kind of sucks. And actually, it really doesn't matter because he's Volt Switching out anyways. Aaron makes the good predict this time on Tapu Fini coming in. So we're just going to do, I think, a couple exchanges here. That's rough, but... Okay, leech seeded, and he just gets out, yeah. Tapu Fini, yeah, same exchange. I think if Celebi had something else to run, I would expect using it. You know Rotom's just going to bop out. It's just going to swap out every time. He's done it every time. Well, we've taunted him, so he can't. I might not be running anything else. Raikou comes in. Raikou doesn't take anything from that. Gets the special defense down. Good bring on Aaron's part. I don't... Did that special defense down matter? Let me check that. Don't look at my emails. Whatever. I'll look it up later. Well, now it loaded. Damn it. So what was that? That was Heatran. Whatever. And that was Raikou. I don't know exactly what sets you were running. So Earth Power does 66. What health was he at? 65. So it didn't matter. Yeah, you were, unless you had special defense in him, and then it might have. But the special defense down didn't matter here. Tapu Fini. Rotom. That's the same one. Good response there. I wonder what that fourth move is. And Volt Switch. Yep. Heatran comes in. See, I'm thinking you probably, I don't know. Maybe you're predicting us that he would think you would swap and use Flash Cannon or something like that, but losing Celebi there was rough. That sucked. That's awful. Because that cost your guy 18%. I mean, that cost your guy 72, 82% instead of like the 15 or whatever from Head Smash. That was rough. And another one. That I'm sorry, Moose. That's awful. But now Aaron's got kind of the upper hand here. Now he's missed 2 Head Smashes. Yeah, Moose calls it here. So he taunts, can't use Wish. I think we just see Flogus get slowly whittled down by Nature's Madness. Yep, taunt's over. She's going to use it again. Aaron's just going to Psychic. Aggron gets Psychicked, doesn't really care about it. Good chip, crit kind of rough, but yeah, I think Aaron gets the rocks off. That's smart. Takes a big heavy slam from that. But he bought himself a turn. That was good to get Rotom in, and then I guess Rotom's just gonna. That was a good check to bring. So he's down, and I guess Tapu Fini just gonna come in. And at this point, looks like he's running more of a support on him. Gets Heat Ran out, forces Moose to show a move. It's Nature's Madness again. Flygon comes out. Earthquakes wins it. Those Head Smashers were really rough. I don't want to disparage Aaron's win. He played very well, but missing 2 Head Smashes in a row really affected the end result of that game. I think just Emboar would have had more health. But Aaron wins out, played really well. No Stealth Rock. Aaron, good match. Moose played well. Sucked. But let's move on to, I think, Rieger. I might have already done this one. I really don't. This is my first time. I really don't know what exactly is going on. This is Rieger versus Malachi. Rieger brings Mega Diancie, Talonflame, Magnezone, Keldeo, Pangoro, which ends up coming big in Fortress. We have, what the fuck, Meowstic, Jirachi, his team name, Hydreigon, Tentacruel, Bayonet, and Regirock. Whatever. It's the light screen off. This was an early use of the Z move. I wasn't sure if that was good or not. You might have been predicting the switch. I actually confirmed with Rieger he was unaware of what Drowsy does. So that's why he stayed in here. So he gets slept, which sucks. Like, that ends up being big in the at least in the end of this. Jirachi comes out to threaten out Diancie. Now we get the Flinch Train. Literally named after this. This is so rough. Like, what is that? With Serene Grace, I think it's like a 50%. Swaps out to somebody who can't. Smart move here. Get Stealth Rock out. I think I know exactly what he's going to do. Stealth Rock's out. Hydreigon comes in, takes rocks. Gets his own rocks out of there. Very smart. Diancie comes in, gets Fire Blasted. Mega Evolve, Earth Power. Very good. Like, Diancie hits like a truck. See, I don't know about that one. I'm not trying to be Jason. That's a dig, sorry. But you know he's going to swap here. You've shown Earth Power. He's not going to keep Tentacruel in, so he's going to swap out to something. Though swapping to Hydreigon is interesting. I guess there was no real way to know that was coming in because you're a fairy type. He was risking you using like Moonblast or something like that and knocking him out. You get Flash Cannon. That hurts. That's a good bring on Hydreigon though to bait out Diancie. Keldeon's asleep. Killed you. So now your Nugget is stuck. And this is rough because he's just going to gain health back. With leftovers. He rapid spins, gets all of those away. You still set up spikes. Which is, the only thing you can do on this guy. He's just going to rapid spin you to death. God, that's rough. Except Infestation gets out. Now, this Infestation... Okay, never mind. I'm talking to myself. Thunderwave. Thunderwave's been like the name of the game for these matches. There's been a lot of use of that. Paralysis is big, especially when you're cutting their high-speed tiers down. Meowstic takes a Volt Switch, and we got Talonflame back. Smart move getting U-turn. Gets Magnezone back out, and Tentacle's back out. Tentacle gets paralyzed. Like, this was smart to knock it off, but I think risking getting paralyzed or taking that. Rough gets a paralysis, sleep, paralysis. I think this is 2 turns of this. Yep. I mean, that's rough Malachi getting the 2 paralysis turns, but that's also rough that he didn't know what drowsy meant and got sleep turns. Keldeo wakes up. He's paralyzed again. That is statistically improbable. We got Bennett coming in. He's immune. Gets Shadow Sneak off, but also gets Hidden Powered. I think he gets Hidden Powered again and just dies. Yep. Jirachi comes in. We all know what Jirachi's going to do. She's going to try to either flinch or spread status, which she did with paralysis. This was a risky trade. You didn't get punished with... I think she just dies. Yeah. You didn't get punished with paralysis there because she's scarfed. But swapping out there risks one of your guys getting Body Slam paralysis. I can't talk today. I'm nervous because I'm recording. Okay. So he's going to use Rock Slide. You're still alive, which is amazing. You get another layer of spikes out. So this I think will end up hurting. I think Rieger misses misses the hammer arm there. I think he misses another hammer arm here. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. He dies to spikes. Yep. Oh, no, hits that one. Hey, look, it's me. So Regirock comes back in. Regirock gets hammer armed. Now Jirachi's back. So he's just going to spam Iron Head. And he didn't get the flinch there, so it means he loses. Rieger, that was really well played. The Pangoro Bring was nice. Sorry you didn't know what drowsy meant. We should have been a little more helpful with that. Both of you guys really had some bad luck. RNG wasn't nice. You had 3 turns of paralysis, or 4 turns of paralysis on Tentacruel, actually. 3 in a row and then 4 on the last turn. You had Rieger missing that hammer arm. You had Rieger, I think, having 3 turns of sleep. But the differentials here are slightly deceptive. 8%, 26% paralyzed, and 80% who's slower than Jirachi. Yeah, this match could have gone either way. But very well played on one of the sides. Congrats Rieger for the win. Now we move on to Anne and Tiffany. We have Tiffany bringing my favorite guy, Tyrantrum. We have Blacephion, that thing. Zoroark, the Duck, Mega Venusaur, and Araquanid, yeah. We have Charizard Y, Rhyperior. It's actually available right over here, Dragon. You dumb fuck. Scrafty, Cloyster, Victini, and Sylveon. Very aggressive team. This is a very aggressive team on Anne's part. Alright. I reckon such that Scrafty comes in. D-Dance turn 1. This is brave. I am always a big advocate of D-Dancing turn 1 because if you catch somebody in a switch, you could sweep. But usually you're going to want to go to something else. If you had rocks or if you had a move. But I don't think it bites you. Get off of those leftovers and you get lunged, which takes away your attack. I understand you were probably predicting a swap here. I would have just gone for the kill. Or even D-Dance again to double up your speed, because you know he's just going to lunge again. Yep. And swaps out here to Cloyster. Lunge. Rapid Spin gets rid of the sticky web. Very smart. Sylveon comes in. Gets the sticky web out again. Hyper Voice gets the kill. So Tyrantrum comes in. This is quite like... Does Head Smash kill Sylveon? Let's go with the most attack you can. It's a roll. It's a 50% chance, but Hyper Voice is an immediate kill. So that sucks that missed Tiffany. It seems like Head Smash is really not the move for this week, but she just Hyper Voices and kills you. So Porygon comes in, gets the Toxic off. Looks like we're going to see some Wish Pashing into Scrafty. Doesn't get a status off Tri Attack. Malachi is notorious for getting those, so maybe you'll get some of his luck. It's Victini on Venusaur. Misses the Sleep Powder. That's rough. Damn. So Victini gets a free Recreate. That was a Zoroark. When I first saw that happen, I was like, I don't really think that one-shots Blacephion. But, yeah. Zoroark gets wrecked. Victini takes your stats down. Now this is terrifying. I don't see why you stayed, because now you're going to have to deal with a plus attack Blacephion. So Mind Blown gets you. So now it's just about wearing down Blacephion, because he has a Life Orb. You can hope that you can survive, and you do. So you get the Hyper Voice off. So Vinny comes in, light screens, prevent those special attackers. So Cloyster comes in, gets seated, but does get the heal off. Gets the Sleep Powder. So that hits, you get your Venusaur health back. So now we got Porygon versus Rhyperior. Now Charizard comes in. Reflect comes out, but now your light screen's done. So Charizard's sun's up, and he gets Focus Blasts. Now, I don't know. I just want to check something, because I used Charizard Y before, and I want to see. I mean, that one. So, yeah, that was the right move. I was just checking. If you have Fire Blast, I'm guessing that would have been better. But Focus Blast was better. It's a little less accurate. But you get lucky, and you get 2 Focus Blasts in a row. And I think, yep, you just went out here. Gets the light screen up. Light screen helps you survive. And right now it's just, yep. Once Charizard showed Roost, you were kind of, this hurts. Because I don't think you get out last him. So she went for more of a support Venusaur. I did practice against Anne a little bit here. Actually, I didn't manage to. You're right. Talk to myself again. So I think right now it's just Venusaur being bulky. And just, yep, doing Venusaur things. So Cloyster comes back in, gets the wish, gets sleep powdered again. Ugh. Venusaur's so cool. Gets the wake up, shell smash. Now she knows that you don't have any offensive moves, so she can do that relatively freely. And then Icicle Spear comes out with a guaranteed because of skill link. You sleep again. So I'm guessing we're just playing out here. Cloyster wakes up. I mean, if this Venusaur held out for an impressive amount of time. Charizard comes out, gets the sun out again, so now you're synthesized. But now you don't have light screen up, so Flamethrower is going to hurt a lot more. So now he just wins. Oh, he doesn't. I forgot. You survived that. But now it's just a Flamethrower spam. That is rough. I don't know if you would have been able to continue to stall. Yeah, you were running out of synthesis turns, though. So now it's just rolling out the turns. The sun's gone, so you can kind of still survive here. But I think it's just a matter of time. The burn hurts. Predicted the swap there. Yeah. Now you're burned. Yep. And then Sylveon goes down. But now Cloyster's in. You don't have any offensive moves. Leech Seed misses again. That's so harsh. You're not punished, but misses again. That is... There's so many shitty misses this week. Including one in my match that I'll get to shortly. Now it wakes up, and it gets the Icicle Spear off, and you only have one synthesis left. And you put it to sleep again. This is so rough. This is what Ben did in the OU tournament. This is why Mega Venusaur is so cool. But now you're out of synthesis. You can't heal yourself unless with Leech Seed, and you just end up losing. Well played both sides, and congrats on your first win in our league. Tiffany, sorry you couldn't get it. There's always next week. You played really well. Both players played really well. But yeah. And now I think on to the last match, which is Stinky Jason versus Equally Terrible Dragon. I'm going to do my best not to make this one super long, but I do want to talk a little bit about both of our teams. Jason's team, very good, obviously. Mega Gallade, Landorus T, Clefable, of course, a bring against my team. Skarmory, which ends up doing really good work. Snorlax, and Noivern. I bring Armaldo. I have Alolan Persian, Dragonite, Dragalge, Metagross, and Latias. Noivern into swap out there because I didn't know if he was Scarfed. Metagross comes in. Can't do anything against Skarmory, unfortunately. Now, I was hoping he would stay in here so I could trip off the leftovers, but this ends up doing really well. Either way, Snorlax can't really do anything now. He can't set up. He can't do anything. Armaldo doesn't take a lick of damage. Gallade comes in. I get my rocks off. This I regret staying in. Getting the Toxic off was nice, but this turn, actually, this is the turn I regret staying in. I should have swapped here. But he gets close combated. He gets the defense and special D down. Now comes Persian. Clefable comes in, takes rocks damage, get the Parting Shot off, go into Dragalge, trying to threaten out Clefable, which I tried. I was predicting a double swap here. Didn't end up happening. Well, I double swapped predicting a swap by Jay, but it didn't end up happening. It just called out the Protect, and now he comes in the Skarmory, I'm guessing. You know, he gets the Meteor Mash off. No attack boost there, ref. So I'm getting worn down by rocks here, as you can see. I get the taunt off. He can't do it anymore. So now Jason makes a smart move and swaps out. I use Power Gem, showing my offensive move. Parting Shot off. Metagross comes in. Jason explained this play. He wasn't. He had forgotten. He got Choice Specs on him. I brought that specifically for Skarmory to try to prevent it from doing what it did, and it never ended up doing it. But I did prevent Snorlax from sweeping me. Didn't get the attack boost on Meteor Mash again. Latias comes out. He roosts back up to full. Snorlax comes out. Takes a Psychic. Takes a Draco Meteor. Now this is the turn that I'm a little upset about. Now right here, I missed this Draco Meteor. So I don't know what you're running. This is the build I have. Basically, she doesn't have an item anymore. I can't type. So we go into Gallade, running the Swords Dance set. So I'm -2 special attack. So that does 36% damage. Now I just want to keep that in mind. 36% damage in your head. So I miss, he knocks off. So he'd be at 40% right now. He'd be at 34% right now. Parting Shot, get out of there, go into Dragonite. Risky, of course, but you know, sometimes you gotta do. Skarmory comes in. Iron Head doesn't do anything. Fire Punch does a lot, but I'm just gonna get Whirlwinded. Yep, so Jason enacts his master plan here, and now since Metagross is out, he can roost freely. Doesn't get the attack boost again. Meteor Mash again, doesn't get the attack boost again, Whirlwinded out. Persian was the one I needed to come in there. Persian's the only one that can deal with it, so Landers comes in, gets taunted. And we get Parting Shot, so now he has less attack. Dragalge comes in. Takes a boatload from Spikes. And we have Gallade. Now, Gallade's at 40% if that hits. He takes another... What was that? Taunt. Sorry, I wanted to see what percentage he lost from that. Dragalge, blah, 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 takes 12%. U-turn. So he takes 6% from rock. So he's down to now 34? And then down again, he'd be at 28. Ice Punch kills. Takes another 12%. 14. Of course, he's just going to come out here. I Bullet Punch predicting that he's going to stay. Questionable. Dragonite comes in. He gets Roost off. Basically, Jason is going to Whirlwind me here, which is, you know, He killed my rapid spinner. That's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Scummer is so tanky, like incredibly tanky. I was hoping for a freeze, is what I was doing there. I D-dance. He roosts. Gets the burn off, which is nice. I still get whirlwinded out. Metagross dies. Persian comes in. He swaps out here. I get a Toxic off. Woohoo. Power Gem. Right now, I'm just trying to do my best to deal damage here. My best bet would be to come into Dragonite and do my best to sweep. Survive with 1. He swaps out. I steal the MZ. Kill his Noivern. So Gallade can't come in here. Actually, no, you're right. He does. He still comes in and wins. So the miss didn't matter. But good match, Jay. You came in with a strategy and you enacted it well. I need to do a little more work on my team. But overall, very good game. But so far, I think that was everyone. If I missed anyone, did I miss? Who did Nick and Deebs? Yeah, I did miss one. See? So you got Deebs bringing, or Nick bringing Ferrothorn. I forgot this name. Excadrill, Tyranitar, Alolan Sandslash, Latios Bros, and Muck. We have Mimikyu, Mamoswine, Kartana, Steelix, Volcanion, and Hitmontop. Whatever. Mimikyu comes out first. This exchange here, you're going to want to leave, because he's Steel type, and if he has Gyro Ball or anything like that, he's just going to wreck your Mimikyu. Leech Seed comes out. You steal Shadow Claw, deals 60% damage. So he hasn't shown a Steel move here, so you know he doesn't have it. So you're just going to kill him. You're still taking a lot of damage. You make the right choice there to stay in. He's going to curse. I think that costs him his Muck. Yep. So Mimikyu ended up doing a lot of good work here. Yeah, Mimikyu does a lot here. She does 3 kills. Excadrill comes in. With Sand up, he's, I think, fastest. Steelix comes in. He has Sand Force, so he's going to do bonus damage. Jarble does a lot since he's super slow, and you're doubled. But you end up killing him, but you kill yourself with Life Orb. Alolan Sandslash comes in to Mamoswine Earthquakes. That's that. Latios comes in. Using the same trick move. God, we're so cool. Knock off. You end up knocking off the Life Orb and then knock off to end it. The Mimikyu sweep was rough, Nick. I think you just should have gone into Excadrill first. And, well, you had to go into Tyranitar for the speed boost. But I don't think Mimikyu would have been able to kill Excadrill. No, she had +3. Yeah. Or +4, excuse me. So, yeah. If you had a Steel type move on Ferrothorn, that was the time to use it, but I'm guessing you had like Spikes or Stealth Rock. Well played, Deebs. The stay-in on Mimikyu was risky, but it paid off for you. Sometimes that's how Pokemon goes. You didn't get to see much of your team, so I hope get to see a little more of it next time. But that was, I think, week 1. So week 2... we have Moose versus Jason. Always a good matchup. I would say championship worthy. Tiffany versus Nick. 2 of our newer people. Always a good match to see how they come out with. Me versus Senna. This time I don't have Tyrantrum to send out into Circuitry, so we'll see how that goes. Aaron versus Rieger. Hopefully Aaron can get some revenge on Rieger from that OU tournament. Ann versus Boring. That's going to be a fun match to watch. We have Sox versus Deebs, and we have Malachi versus Ben. So this is Dragon. This is my first time doing this. If you have any suggestions or any comments or concerns, please let me know. But yeah, that's that. Have a good one, guys.